Alright, what's going on, guys? Today we got my Romaleos and my brother's Adipowers. We've both had them for a couple months now, and we have each used each other's shoes. So we're going to take them through some basic tests, comparing them in different aspects, and see which ones are better in which categories.
Alright, for the Adipowers, I bought these off eastbay.com back in November, and they were $200, and they're still $200 listed on the website, but at the time there was a 15% off coupon, and there still is at least until April. If you go onto eastbay.com, you can find a 15% off deal. So after applying that, I paid $160 plus shipping, which came out to be $178.46.
Alright guys, for the Romaleos, I bought these back in January off Rogue Fitness right when they went back on sale. I know they're sold out now, but they said that they should be getting another shipment in May or something like that. I paid $189 for these, free shipping, so that was what it was. It was $190 if you want to round up.
Alright, for the Adipowers, what I did to figure out what size I needed to get, I went to a regular sporting goods store and tried on a pair of Adidas running shoes, and then just went with the same exact size that I fit in those when I ordered these, which came out to be an 11. And they fit really well. I wouldn't want to even go half a size bigger or smaller. I think they fit perfectly the way they are right now.
Alright guys, for the Romaleos, for sizing, I went on a bunch of forums before I ordered them, and what people said for sizing was all over the place. What I went with was half a size smaller than my standard Nike running shoe, and that worked out perfectly for me. It's a little wider shoe than the Adipowers, so that really allows for more space in the shoe if you buy a smaller size, which is what I recommend.
Okay, so this is the Adipower. Completely flat bottom. It's going to be standard on any powerlifting, Olympic lifting shoe that you have. Very hard sole. Plastic heel, 3/4 of an inch, which is the same as the Romaleo. Very firm, you can't move it at all. The toe here is a little bit flexible. It takes a few days to break in. It took me a couple weeks with using them two times a week to break them in so it's comfortable walking around the gym in. The entire shoe is made of a much thinner material than the Romaleos. As you can tell, like when I push on it, it's really flexible. And with the Romaleos, it's a lot thicker material. You really won't be able to tell unless you feel it, but take my word for it. Which makes it a lot easier to break these in and also walk around the gym in. Has one strap, so after you tie your shoes, you can tighten this and make it a lot tighter around your foot and make sure it's really secure. Has a very thin tongue compared to the Romaleos, which you'll see. And the laces are also thinner than the Romaleos, which actually makes it a little bit harder to tie. The laces on these aren't as long as the Romaleos, which is nice because after you tie them, they're not dangling on the floor or anything. You usually have to tuck the laces into the Velcro when you're using the Romaleos. And the strap also isn't as long, so even when you tighten it as much as you can, it's not going to drag on the floor and get in the way. And it also straps to the heel, whereas the Romaleo will strap to the inside of your foot. And unlike the Romaleos, this only has one strap higher up on the foot without a toe strap, but I really haven't noticed that to make any sort of difference in performance. The loops for the laces are pretty strong. There's secured plastic, it's not just hooks. There's actually holes in the leather with secured plastic around, so you know that they'll hold up strong. Most people say that these are more narrow also than the Romaleos, which I can definitely agree with after trying both of them on. And the last thing is that this doesn't come with any different insole that you can put in the shoe. And one last thing that I noticed while I was in the gym is that these seem to be a lot less slippery than the Romaleos. I really noticed it when I was on the hack squat, more so than just squatting on the floor. These seem to have a less slippery bottom and gives you a little bit better traction. And these are also noticeably lighter than the Romaleos. We actually weighed both of them, and the 10.5 Romaleos are 30 grams heavier than the 11 Adipowers, which doesn't sound like that much, but both of us did notice when we were wearing them that the Romaleos did seem to feel a little bit heavier.
Alright guys, so we went through sizing and everything. I just want to show you guys the different features that are on the shoe itself. As you can see, it's got a flat sole, just like the Adipowers. It's hard. I mean, that's standard on a powerlifting, Olympic lifting shoe. The heel, again, is 3/4 of an inch, same size as the Adipowers, so there's no difference there. The tongue of the shoe, the tongue is a lot thicker. It's more of like a standard shoe tongue. The laces, again, are just like normal shoelaces. It's got 2 straps, as you can see. After you tie the shoes really tight, you put this on, pull the strap tight. The only bad thing about these straps is, this is obviously exaggerated, but the first strap sometimes pulls down longer than the bottom of the heel, so that kind of gets annoying when you're walking around the gym. This strap really lets it get tight around your toes. I really like that, and the Adipowers don't have that because it really lets the shoe hug your entire foot as opposed to just around your ankle. As for the lace holes, you can see here it's just on the inside of the shoe. They really don't look that strong, but I mean, they've held up fine. Toe flexibility, it's not, you can see like it's not as much as the Adipowers. I mean, it takes a while to break in. I've had these for a couple months, so I don't think that they're going to break in that much after this. So that's pretty much what that looks like. That these have a much higher raised sole than the Adipowers do across the entire thing. Obviously, it's higher in the heel. And what I liked about that more was the fact that you feel like more glued to the ground when you're wearing them, and you feel like there's a lot more support underneath your foot compared to just being kind of right on the ground and just having the heel up a little bit. And I really like that about the Romaleos. Alright, so this is one of the insoles that the shoe comes with. It's really flimsy, it's pretty light, it's like a normal shoe insole, but it comes with another set of insoles that's a lot thicker and a lot harder. It's more like the bottom of the shoe, like that hardness. I actually don't have that with me. I'm home right now and I left it at school. But if you guys are interested in that, I can definitely show you what that one looks like. Another selling point on the Romaleos for me, and I'm sure a lot of people, are the different color options. This is just one of the 5 different colors that you can get. I know you can get black, white, white and gray, white and red, blue. A bunch of different colors. If you look on Rogue Fitness or on Eastbay, has some different colors also. But I really like these colors. They're really flashy. I mean, I only wear them maybe twice a week in the gym, so I figure why not get something that'll make me stand out a little bit. This is the only color that the Adipower comes in. It's just a really bright red color. I know in some pictures it looks orange, but it's just a really, really bright red.
I have to say I do prefer the Adipowers over the Romaleos. Like I said before, I feel like these have a much tighter grip on the ground or on a machine if you're going to be on the hack squat. And they are also a lot less bulky than these shoes, which makes them feel a little bit more tighter on your foot when you're wearing them.
After training in both of these shoes, doing squats in both of these shoes, being able to get deep on squats and really having it support your knees and your ankles when you're squatting, I really didn't see a difference in my squatting at all between the depth and the support that it gave my legs. I mean, it might just be me, but I really didn't notice a difference. It's probably because of the heel height, because the heel's the same. It allows you to be elevated the same amount and allows you to get just as deep. Alright guys, so I hope you liked our review on both these shoes. We really came down to the fact that it comes down to personal preference as to which shoe is better for you. These are a lot smaller, these are a lot bulkier, they both serve the same purpose in the gym. So thanks for watching our review. If you have any other questions on either of these shoes, let us know in the comments and we'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like our video, give us some support. If you aren't already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.